Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. We're going to dive into our next zodiac sign reading today. Let's see who we're reading for. Let's see, who are we reading for? Looks like we're doing Gemini, actually. Is that correct? Oh, maybe Sag. Wait. Okay, well, I'm going to do Gemini. You could be dealing with a Sag. You could have Aquarius placements in your chart, but let's dive in with some to start us out. Or maybe we'll do some tea leaf, get down to the nitty gritty right out the gate. The highest teams of love and light, angel, Michael, guardians and guides and deities, ancestors for the highest timeline, for Gemini placements, people and placements, any messages to start us out for Gemini people and placements. Okay, tell me more. You might have thought somebody was against you, or this could be somebody in the past that you thought was against you. It could be like a networking connection, or somebody met in an organization. You could have been very detached with this person, potentially. Okay, tell me more, Geminis. You could be triumphing over something, or maybe you're doing some kind of shadow work. You could feel a lot of strong emotions, passionate love or hate. Maybe you're just learning how to channel that energy, or maybe you're just feeling the Aries energy with Neptune and Saturn, which will be going more direct in Aries. They're actually all in Pisces. Neptune just went into Pisces today, so wow, confirmation. So that could be something relevant. You could have Scorpio placements, or somebody here could. Somebody could be focused on the bag. Tell me more, Gemini people in placements. What's the vibe for the tribe? Yeah, this could have been somebody who maybe you thought somebody was like, somebody could be quite dependable or sincere. Maybe you, so, I mean, maybe you thought this person was working behind your back, but it looks like you're persevering and that will help you to overcome something. Especially if you're dealing with any kind of sorrow. Anything else for Geminis? Yeah, especially if you feel angry or you feel like jaded. But you're going to be happy. You're going to suffer, but you're going to be happy about it. So, anything else for Geminis? I feel like I can feel your energy being like, can you be serious for 1 second? And my answer is no. No, I cannot. So I will not. I shall not. There could have been something about work. Yeah, this could have been like love and work, or those areas of your life could have been a big focus for you, or there was some kind of oppositional force there. Or maybe there's just big changes in regards to your work. Seek out information that helps you. Someone new is entering your life. Very interesting. I feel guided to pull a beautiful message from here. Gemini people in placement. Something about wisdom could be important. It says hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Wisdom, that's crazy. Lost wisdom. Did I just say wisdom? Yeah, we just said that. Sorry. Cracked open, surrender to the alchemy of life. So maybe if something fell apart, it's like for your best and highest good. It could have like brought better learning. Like a lot of the times when we think we want something, it's like you're a little tiny ant and God sees a lot more than you do, right? So it's like sometimes what you think you want, you don't. Let's see star ancestors, because there could be something better or something more aligned, especially with all this retrograde energy we're experiencing right now. Mercury's about to go retrograde, Saturn and Neptune are going retrograde, Uranus is about to go retrograde. We're retracing ground that maybe began when Saturn first entered Aries for the first time and Neptune entered Aries for the first time, which I believe was the beginning of this year. So it's kind of like we're retracing our steps. We're revising. You do a project, you take measurements, and you're like, oh my God, it's like not aligning with the blueprint. It's like 0.5 millimeter off here. I don't know, maybe you work with drafting or something like that, but shit is off. So you kind of have to go back and, readjust or whatever. But the ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. The pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this, so maybe there's something about star watching, stargazing. I'm getting this through a lot of messages. Or maybe you need to do that, like check out the stars or ask for confirmations from God and see what occurs. Anyways, what if the ancient wisdom is available to you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, you to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are worshipped, interesting, whispered forever in your ears. So maybe paying attention, listening, slowing down, not distracting yourself, but allowing some kind of, maybe you need to journal. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. I heard a great saying actually today that was like, what did she say? She said something like, it's not the problem that's the issue, it's your attitude about the problem. Because she was saying that if you think that there's a simple solution, like you manifest a simple solution, or a simple solution will be provided to you, right? Like you align with it. I don't know, maybe that didn't encompass what she was saying but correctly, but it's basically what she was saying. So it's not the problem that's the problem. It's, any barriers towards receiving the solution to the problem, right? It's your attitude. So yeah, maybe talk to your spirit team, ask questions, get downloads, ask genuine questions, connect, talk with your spirit team, right? So whatever you believe in, whether it's angels, whether it's God, whether it's just talking to, the big guy in the sky in your head, or your spirit team or ancestors or spirits around you. Anyways, so often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts or act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and cover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth and one day will again. So maybe there is something here about bringing more balance or harmony to your life. Let's check out Cracked. Open. No, you're getting cracked. I'm just kidding. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Yeah, because that's what the devil wants. The devil, or like just ignorance, doesn't want you to have a connection to the divine, right? To light, to understanding. Instead, let it call even more of it home in your body. It's like that quote from the movie The Crow. Maybe that the new movie where I think it's like the world breaks everyone. Those who sow the gold or sow the strength in those cracks live. Those who don't die, right? Like, are you flexible enough to improve? Fail fast, fail forward, right? At the center front of your life, it's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. Yeah, if anything, challenges are just opportunities. It's when things are at their darkest we cultivate proper faith. Chaos is a ladder. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop quoting Game of Thrones. Our light is ignited, and it's through crumbling that we allow our wounds to be alchemized. Because then, if anything falls apart, it's just because it wasn't correct. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. You can't get the solution without the poison. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open, right? Because everything around us is a manifestation of our inner life. So if we're not liking the outer manifestations, sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, sorrows, pains, and losses transform you into more and more of yourself, more and more of the one, right? The one concept. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, losses, sorrows, and hurt have happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you more open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. So maybe this was like, I'm seeing somebody like literally like maybe you I'm seeing somebody like you're it's almost like your eyesight's improving or something. So maybe you're actually able to see things from a deeper lens, but I need to get some water. Sorry. Give me a second. Alrighty, I hope the mic is still in a decent place. But yeah, 8:11 on the clock, so that could be relevant on the minutes. Sorry. Alrighty, so yeah, I hope the mic's good. Anyways, 8 is the number of Scorpio, right? We just entered Scorpio season, the 8th zodiac sign, so which represents deep wounding, perhaps traumas. Scorpio is about death. But it's also about empowerment out of those wounds and traumas. There's lower manifestations of Scorpio energy and higher manifestations of it. Maybe you have Scorpio placements. I did say that. Yeah. Of course, Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years, which rules Scorpio, is making a trine to your Gemini placement. So there just might be like a kind of strong feeling of the Scorpio theme right now, especially with, I think this is the first Halloween season with Pluto in Aquarius, but don't quote me on that. Let's move on. But it's the beginning of that zodiac. It's the beginning of Pluto's trek in Aquarius. So that area of your chart, everybody has an area that is ruled by Aquarius in their chart. If you know your birth chart, you can search that up on Google, AstroSeek website. I love that website. Use the whole sign house system in the settings, enter your data, click, I like to click True North Node, True Lilith, and I like to make the orbs like 15 degrees, see everything, and adjust the place to the current place you're living if it's changed from where you were born, and adjust the time as well for the same moment. But Gemini, ooh, okay, interesting. Seeing something clearly. Interesting. Yeah, you were in denial about something in the past. This could have been regarding love. Strong, heavy denial. Denial is a river. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you were just not seeing something. That's weird. Or there could have been something about communication or your friend groups, Gemini. I feel so annoying now. I really hope the mic's good. Whatever, screw it. We're just gonna truck on. You're gonna be improving your joy. You're gonna be coming out of any sadness. You're triumphing over it. Maybe you're like learning methods or ways to deal with these things. TikToks are the best. I'm just kidding. Check out my channel's post tab. I posted some TikToks, but I just searched like you can. I love those TikTok compilations on YouTube. Anyways, if you're a man, I'm speaking to, even if you're not, but I think there's a man here who could have Earth sign placements. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also wanted to say Sag, so that was interesting. Wow. So there was something here with communication, definitely, like issues in communication. Could be regarding work or like health or daily routines or reciprocity. But I think you're realizing that something brought you a level of happiness. Yeah, I think you're seeing clearly that something's just not leading to your happiness, and very interesting. Maybe there's something about surrendering to the divine plan. Maybe there's a certain friend group or certain people you work with that wasn't giving you happiness. Tell me more. There's something about using the impetus or the charge, the energy to move forward. Yeah, Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning or enterprise here. This doesn't have to be a child. This doesn't really feel like a child. It feels more like a beginning of something, like a business or a idea, a spark, a creative project, some kind of project, persevering and overcoming something. Very interesting. This could be a new beginning in finance as well, or something that's based in like long-term cultivation of security. Very interesting. Moving out of stagnancy here. Very interesting. Sorry. Yeah, and I think it's because they're gaining better clarity about something. Could be, whoa, I saw Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, something could have, maybe you distracted yourself with something like very lusty. Or maybe you just need the power. You need to empower yourself to go towards the beginnings of this time. There's something about healing. Don't rush out of your cave or den before you do the healing, I want to say. But tell me more, Gemini. I don't know. Sorry. I'm trying to read your reading. Yeah, you could have been dealing with a feminine air sign in the past. This could be somebody with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placement strongly, or just somebody that's maybe a feminine that's very cutting or severe or ruthless or very very strong in their convictions. Could be a hunter. Wolves could be relevant. Maybe you thought this person was against you. I don't think they are. Eight of Swords. So somebody's been looping themselves. That's why there's something that's crashing, so that a new way can be formed. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's watching something or somebody. They could be studying or learning something, or they want to initiate communication potentially. Yeah, they want to move out of some kind of pain, some kind of blockages. They want to heal. Very interesting. Journaling, calming down. Make sure you're not like distracting yourself. Gemini. There's a perspective that has to be changed. Something has to be let go of. Let's go ahead and pull some advice. I want to see advice for the Geminis, from the highest teams of Love and Light, Angel Michael. Gemini people in placements advice. You could have needed to pull away from something. Could have been a way of being. King of Wands in the reverse. Could have been working with a man that was maybe very like cruel or idiotic. There's something that you had to detach from. Gemini, tell me more advice. Okay, so the same advice is near the same card that we had ending your tarot reading, Page of Swords, which is about learning something. Take time to think before you act. I think this is about learning, but let's go ahead and search on Google. Google. Page of Swords. Maybe you're learning something new. Page of Swords, like Duolingo type vibe. Advice. Taking an alert, curious, communicative approach to a situation, often involving learning something new or gathering information, encourages clear and honest communication, standing up for yourself, and being mentally agile. So this is about like incorporating new information or ideas. It warns against defensiveness, hasty communication, or a lack of clear planning if reversed. It wasn't reversed, so maybe there is something here about going forward with some kind of vibe. But let's see more. Can you give me more information for Geminis? There's something that you want to create, something long term. But there's some kind of reflection or epiphanies that have to happen, Gemini. This could be about a conflict, a union, potentially. Ships, something about boats. Reflecting on what you want to do, especially if you've been like avoiding something. Wow, yeah, son of a bitch. Sorry. You could have been stifling yourself. Foot and mouth. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you just don't talk. I don't know. Or there's some kind of issue with communication. There could have been something about your networks as well. Maybe you were very detached, or there was some level of issue with communication. So there could be something about inner child healing, moving away from doubts, unhappiness. I'm really being called to read, I think it's Venus in Aquarius. So somebody here could have that placement, or was dealing with somebody like that, potentially. Yeah. An intelligent person looks ahead with detached interest. The cranium is marked with a phrenological map showing areas of intellect. He is immersed in thought, unaware of the idyllic scene behind. The sea represents emotions. So maybe somebody was very detached to their emotions, because I know I've met some Aquarius people and they can be very averse to emotions. When this card is drawn, it indicates a detached feeling with regards to one's relationship. Negatively, it can mean that there was no means of making contact. So this could be about like somebody who took a very passive approach. A sudden love affair with a friend, an unusual free love relationship, an unusual or odd relationship. So this could be something that was unexpected or divinely guided, or just kind of strange or erratic or quick, flash in the pan maybe. Even a couple living separate lives, an agreement between lovers. Very interesting. Let's get you juicy messages. Gemini, last messages. Her gremlin. Somebody here could have been very grumpy or something. I don't know. Gemini. I don't even know. Is that I don't think I've seen that movie. Maybe that's a movie you need to check out this Halloween. Gremlin. I don't know. It's not respectful to take another's problems. Let them do their homework. So maybe that's what the feminine here is doing, or you could be doing this to a feminine. Or no, the feminine's doing this, because feminine's in a strong position, it looks like. And I don't know. They could be healing. You brought the sparkle to their eye, yeah. This could be somebody who's inspiring someone to do healing. Break down doors of challenges. Maybe the feminine is breaking down doors. You could be this feminine because it is the Queen of Swords. So if you're a feminine air sign. Orange, lavender, rosemary, bath oil. So those could be nice scents to work with. Maybe you like perfumes. Orange, lavender, and rosemary. They're acting. So maybe somebody here was acting, or maybe somebody here's not. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody's wearing masks. The other person isn't. It says you are awakening new level, or that's what needs to happen here, okay? And trying to insert themselves. So I don't know what that's about, but let's see what else. Somebody here could be like a redneck. Dracula could be relevant. Dogs. Black dogs specifically. 555. Leo energy. Somebody here could have a sweet tooth. Wanted to traumatize you into a shell of yourself. It came out kind of sideways, so maybe somebody was trying to do this with like Knight of Swords in the reverse is like, it's like petty communication, vengeful communication, maybe even not talking, control tactics. They just wanted to dump you first is here, okay? It says you brought, right? Okay. What else we got? Break down doors. Okay, we have likes to hurt you. I don't know. It's kind of sideways. Take it as you will. Maybe somebody here does. Somebody here doesn't. Awaken dormant gifts. So there is something here about elevating. Tried to block things coming towards you or sending negative intentions. You know what to do. So there is something here that it looks like you're detaching from something and learning more about your next kind of thing that you're going to be doing. Crush / kill the fear / snake. And incoming overflow of blessings. It says set the tone of the future. Boundaries. So set the tone. Love yourself, you're learning. So forgive yourself, eclipse this. So you might need to move beyond something, or the eclipses could be relevant. You know what to do, right? Okay, eclipse this. So just move beyond it, do something else. Things always seem hard right before the breakthrough, and we did see breakthrough. Seed through the soil. It says demons don't like being called out. Warning: people don't know they're possessed. So you do need to be careful, right? Because you might call out somebody, or they get triggered and they think that the demon inside them might say like poison them or something. I don't know. He likes to taste all the flavors of the rainbow. Don't humble yourself. Shine. Be relaxed. Reiki magic hands. Maybe somebody here is good with their hands. Not investing in bad things, so that could be important. Security, yeah, because then you have the boundaries, right? You have the ability to invest in what's, because you're protecting your resources. You taught them a lesson. It says sacrifices have to be made, and we have they purposefully underestimated you and wished bad, and it says don't think of them. Wow. Okay, we're going to end it there. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or leave a tip through there. I think there's somebody new coming in your life, though, that you might need to keep an eye out for. Yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thanks. Take care.